Hey, what's up, guys? It's Christian, and a lot of people have been asking me how should I set up my Facebook ad campaigns? How what's gonna work? I want more leads, I want more sales, things like that. They want to test things out for themselves first, and by all means, you should do that as you continue to build your businesses and scale them, right? And I think Facebook ads is a great and predictable way to be able to scale your business and help you get the business results that you want. And that's why we do it at Pure Growth Media. That's our specialty. I'm going to be breaking down how to set it up at a very beginner level and a very general level for you to be able to understand and be able to apply to your business so you can start getting the results that you want. This is going to be a very general way to set it up in 2024, almost 2025 now, for your business. Just jumping in here, so this right here is the business manager. And so when you're in here, I'm going to delete this because I had that done earlier. But when you're in here, you want to be able to make sure that you're set up in the right ways. And so a couple things that you need before you start creating your campaigns is you want to make sure you have a business manager. You want to make sure that you have your ad account connected to your business manager. You want to be able to make sure that you have your payment method connected to your ad account. And you also want to be able to make sure you have a pixel set up as well. All those things you can find how to do um, through Facebook's tutorials, and they're very easy to do and set up, which is why I'm not going to go over them. They're honestly just a couple clicks and you'll have all those things all set up for you. But all those things are important to be able to make sure you can set up your campaigns. So once you have all those things in place, then you're going to come in here, which is your ad account, and within your business manager, and you're going to come in here, you can create an account and you're going to have a campaign objective. And so this is the part where a lot of people mess up, especially beginners, because they're not sure what they really want. They want to send people to their website because they want people to buy stuff, right? They want more awareness, they want to grow the brand, but does that actually drive business results? They want comments and likes, but does that actually drive business results? Things like that, right? And so there's leads, ad promotion, sales, right? There's all these different objectives. So which ones do you want? And to me, I always tell clients and people that ask me, you want to go with the result that you want for your brand. And so most of the time, people that I work with, they actually want, real tangible business results. So we're going to go with sales or leads, right? And so Facebook's algorithm is going to optimize your campaigns to be able to get those results for you because obviously they will want you to keep spending money on the platform. But at the same time, they want to get you the results that you need for your business so that you can keep spending on these platforms, right? So at the end of the day, it's a win-win. But let's say, for example, you're a real estate agent and you want more leads for your business, of course, right? And so you're going to click leads here. So now Facebook's now created a new campaign. And so you can name this however you want, just so you remember. Once you're in here, you just want to be able to just kind of set things up in the right ways, depending on which category you fall under. If you don't fall under any of these categories, don't worry about it. And then the most important part at this stage, the campaign stage, this is kind of like the setup for everything, is your budget, right? So you can set up daily budgets or lifetime budgets. I always like daily budgets because at least every day I'm spending the same amount. So if I go back and look at data and I compare like a Monday to a Tuesday or a Monday to another Monday, I can understand that, okay, I spent 20 bucks on each of those days and I can compare those numbers rather than if I did like a lifetime budget, Facebook kind of decides when they spend. One day I might spend 5 bucks, the next day I might spend 100 bucks, and that I can't really compare that data, right? So those things matter, and so just some things to kind of keep in mind. And then from there, once you have your budget kind of set up, whatever it might be, then you're gonna move on to your ad set. And so ad set here, this is where you decide your conversion locations, who you're targeting, and different audiences, right? And so, for example, if I wanted to get more leads, then I could, have them message me if they're interested in my offer that I have, or I can have them DM me, I can have them call me, I can have them go to my website if I have a landing page. I can do instant forms. Instant forms usually are a pretty good way to advertise on Facebook. And so let's say you want to have an instant form here, and then you're going to choose performance goals. And so you can decide between these two here and other objectives that will have different performance goals you can optimize your campaigns for. So you just want to decide which one that you want for yourself. And then moving on, you're going to go down here You're gonna have start dates. So let's say you didn't want to start today, but you wanted to start tomorrow at like 7 a.m. You could do that. If you want to set an end date, you can. Usually, I kind of leave it open because, like I said, we're spending on a daily basis, and so I can decide when I want to stop my campaigns and things like that. And then we go into our audiences, right? And so our audiences, this is kind of where you decide who you're gonna target. And so we're a local real estate agent, right? And so we newly married, newly engaged, newly wed, right? Stuff like that. You can do based on first time home buyer grants, people that are first time home buyers are interested in buying a home for the first time. If you can target people that are interested in Zillow, right? So you can do all that. I like to leave audiences open in a certain location because that allows Facebook to use this algorithm to really find the best leads for our business, because Facebook knows this audience the best or knows its users the best, and I really use my creative, which we'll go over here in a little bit, to really drive the targeting. So we'll get into that a little bit more, but that's how you can target different people or different interests. Um, so remember that, because we're gonna come back to that, and then from there you can set up different placements. Facebook doesn't really like you to set up different placements, but you can. So you can come in here and you can decide which platforms. You can decide where you want the ads to show up. You can even break it down between different platforms, where the stories are, stuff like that. You can do different devices, iOS or Android only, all that fun stuff. Um, and then you can go into your creative side. So this is where the ad and how the ad actually looks like. And so once you're in here, you can come in here, you can decide if you want, well, I guess I should talk about this here. You can set up what Facebook page you want it to be under, what Instagram account you want it to be under. And then you can either create an ad. Well, usually you can, well, because this is the lead ad, you can't use an existing post, meaning there's not a post on your page that you can promote in here because we're optimizing for lead ads. Um, and that's only for lead ads. Every other campaign, or every other objective, I should say, you should be able to use existing posts. And you can add carousels, which is like a swipe file of like multiple different pictures and stuff like that. Or you can use a single image or video. You can come in here, you can add an image, add in video. And so for example, right here, I just have this picture of me at a workshop, so we're gonna run that, right? And so that's gonna appear everywhere, and then I can come in here and write my text out. So you can see at the top here, that's pull up here. You can write a headline that's going to be at the bottom here. Description, you can kind of skip that. You can also add in different options here. So if, let's say, you want to test between different primary text and different headlines, you can do that, and you can do up to 5, it looks like, right? And then call to action button. This is important because if you choose like a learn more button, you're going to get more clicks, but not necessarily higher intent people. But if you go into like a sign up or subscribe or apply now, book now, those are more higher intent, or more investment when you, or it's seen as like a more bigger investment when you are clicking those things. Like you're mentally, you're thinking of a bigger investment. And so that's going to get more higher intent quality leads for you. And so I would say, you want to be able to make sure you have something like that set up. You can have enhancements here. And so what that means is sometimes Facebook will give you like different ways to optimize your ads. And so you can turn off or turn on here. These I don't like music. They say music is kind of helps, but sometimes these music things, these music options aren't really the greatest. And there's options here, you can set that all up, but to me, I don't want it to misrepresent my brand, so I always turn it off for my clients. And then you can come in here and add a form. And so you see here, I have my Lead Genius Realtor forms. But let's say I want to create a new form. You can come in here, choose between all these. Higher intent is what we want, right? And then from there, you can come here, add a headline, add a description. Come in here, you can add in more questions. So if I want a multiple choice, I could do that here, right? And then pre-fill questions, these are things that people can just come in and off their phone, they can just pre-fill these things because they've done that before. So you can add that in here. You can add a link here for your privacy policy, which you'll need. And then you can add that in here so people would see it in that way. review screen. This is how they review the information that they submitted. And at the end, you can come in here and you can set this up. I always think people mess this up because they kind of just take it as it is right here. But this is another opportunity for you to convert somebody um, before you can have them make the move instead of you having to make the move, right? So usually people just have this as very general, and then you get the information, and then you got to call them, which is, I think you should do as well, no matter what. But this opportunity right here, let's say you put a booking link right here, right? So then once you have your booking link here, they can book an appointment with you, taking a lot of the legwork off of you, and then them kind of setting up those appointments. And then obviously you should still follow up with them to be able to make sure that they know that you care, know that you saw the information come in as soon as possible, as soon as they give you that information. But at least something's booked on your calendar. So you can call them and be like, hey, what's up? This is Christian. I saw that you submitted your information. You wanted more information on this offer that we have. Amazing. I also saw that you booked an appointment with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Can't wait to talk to you then. But if you have any questions, let me know. I can answer them right now. If not, we can talk tomorrow and really answer anything that you have. Looking forward to talking, right? And so you can just do that. And so no matter what, there's a booking there, and you can follow up with them and let them know that you are paying attention, and that you are attentive to them and their interest in your offer, right? So from there, now that you got your form all figured out, then what you're going to do next is you are going to go into setting up your pixel. So you can come down here, select website events, and click the pixel associated with your ad account. And then you're also going to want to take this data set ID, and put that into your CRM. CRM is just a customer relationship manager. Usually people like a real estate agent will put or have a CRM. And so you can put your ID within your CRM or within your booking link, like a Calendly or Go High Level link, to be able to track that data, because you could see like if someone is booked with you or not, and you want that data so that it helps your campaigns learn, and so that you can potentially use that later on, which I won't get into in this video because that's a little bit more detailed. But you want to be able to have that data there basically. And then you're kind of all set up here now, right? And then what you're going to do now is you're going to quickly duplicate this, click three dots, quickly duplicate that. So then most of the time you're going to have different creatives that you're going to want to test. Creatives meaning your how your ad looks like. And so you can come in here, delete that, press the trash can button. Don't worry, your text is going to still be there. And you can come in here and choose a different image. So this is a different image that I want to use. I would say most of the time you probably want to keep your primary text and headline the same. So you can because right now we're testing out the different creative, and then from there you can quickly duplicate that again, and then just create another, or just swap this out with a different creative. I usually like to test 3 different ad sets or different ads within an ad set, to be able to give that ad set a good opportunity to get the leads or sales that we need for the business, because one ad may do worse than the other ones, and so we just want to see which one does the best for that audience and our campaigns. So now that we have our our first um, ad set up for our first audience, this is our broad audience, but sorry, I can't talk, broad audience, remember, then you can quickly duplicate this, and you can start targeting people that are interested in companies, meaning like Zillow and Trulia and stuff like that, right? So you would come down here, show more settings, detailed targeting. You would type in like Zillow, for example, and then interest, and then boom, and then you have suggestions, Trulia, boom, and then you would duplicate that again. I usually like to test out 3 different audiences, and so you would just come down here and update this and change that out to life events. So like for example, like a newlywed couple. So relationships, 1 year, 6 months. These people are typically looking to buy a home for the first time, right? And then you would do like life events, and then you could even target people, like you could do like parents of younger toddlers and things like that. You could do that, right? And then let's say after like a week or two, maybe a month, probably more like a week or two, to be honest with you. Then you're gonna come down here and you can see, okay, maybe this audience is like doing nothing for me while these other like audiences are doing a lot better. So we're gonna duplicate this, right? First, you're gonna want to turn off that one. You can come here and edit this, and then you're gonna change this to I want to target people that are first time home buyer or interested in being a first time home buyer, interested in the same thing first time home buyers are interested in. Just come in here, detail targeting, update all these things here, delete, delete, and then you're gonna type in first time home buyer, first time home buyer grant, first time home buyer interested in that. And then you can like another one would be like mortgage loans. I'll lump that in here, right? So these are people that are already looking at these things that are interested in first time home buyer interest, and so that's gonna allow you to have a new audience to be able to test out. And so that's basically it, guys. That's basically how you set up your campaigns. And this is like a Facebook one-on-one class, basically, just how to set up your campaigns. And, we can go a little bit deeper. And so if you want more on like a 201, 301 level, feel free to comment down below and I can break those things down for you guys as well. But this is just going to allow you to really figure things out. And I would say, most people when they start, they get discouraged or they get confused and they get overwhelmed. They're not really sure what to do. I would just say, keep refining your skills and keep trying it out. Obviously, you can hire someone like myself if you like, but I know a lot of people like to try things out for themselves first. And so, try it out and don't get discouraged. Spend a couple $100 to really start driving your business some results. And the biggest thing to be able to test out, is going to be your creative. And so that's going to be the biggest thing that you should be focusing on as well when it comes to these campaigns. And so just make sure that, you're trying things out, you're testing things out, you're looking at them every day to be able to make sure you know where your money's going and you want to be able to make sure you're getting the results that you need. And if you guys have any questions or things that I can answer from my expertise with Facebook ads and stuff like that, let me know. Would be happy to create a video on answering your guys' questions when it comes to these things to give you guys a real breakdown on all of this. So looking forward to seeing your guys' feedback, looking forward to seeing you guys utilize this for your business, looking forward to really um, helping you guys continue to drive results. But yeah, that's the breakdown. And then we'll see you guys next time. Peace.